Hi everybody, today we're going to make a snowman using highlighting and shading techniques. I have my trusty assistant here, Madeline, my daughter, sitting next to me. She's not on the camera, but she wants to give a wave. Stick your hand in there, Madeline, say hi.
Hi.
Okay. So first we're going to start with a circle, and that is going to be the head of our snowman. And we're using a white pencil so that we can see it on the dark paper. We'll start with one circle first, and then we'll tuck our second circle behind the first one, and that circle should be a little bit larger. And then the third one, again, a little bit bigger. And there we have our circles for our snowman. The next thing we want to do is add a scarf. So we're going to draw a line straight across, and then just some extensions for the end of the scarf. And I'm going to put some lines in just for separations of color so I know where to start my colors and stop them. And I want to draw a hat on my snowman. Now remember, your hat can be different than mine. It doesn't have to be the same. And then I'm going to give it a little fuzzy bottom. Okay. And then the last thing I want to do is give myself some lines for the background. It can be wavy or straight, that's up to you. Now the first color that we want to use is a white oil pastel. So I'll locate my white.
Okay. Okay, when you're done, can I have it?
Let's see if we have more than one white, Madeline. Here you go.
That's kind of like a little bit, okay?
Okay. We're going to take our white, and we're just going to draw a line down the left side of our snowman. I'm going to make it nice and dark, and then we're going to start to just pull the color out from that left side. And as we pull, we're going to put less pressure on the oil pastel so that it is not as dark as our original line. And we're going to do that on the second circle. Again, not as hard. Pull that color out, and you can see my lines are kind of going in the same rounded circle, staying with the circle's width. I'll do the same thing on the third. Again, not as dark, so my color is going to be light, and I'm working around the edge of that circle, and my color will get lighter as I move it. So now I have my highlight, okay? And usually the highlight is where the light hits the object of what you're drawing. So in this case, we have the light on the left side. And then once we do our light, we want to do a shadow on the other side. So we're going to use a darker blue, and we're going to do the same thing that we did. First, draw a line, and we're going to do it on the right side for our shadow. And we're going to do that on all three circles. And then we're going to pull the color over about a third of the way, just like we did with the white. And again, I'm pulling over my color. It's not as dark as it was on my original line. And we just want to suggest that there is a shadow on that right side. And we're going to do the same thing on the third circle. And pull that blue about 2/3 of the way across, like so. Let me just round out the bottom a little. And then we're going to take that blue and we're going to make a little shadow for where our snowman is on the ground. And then the next thing we want to do is decide on colors for our scarf. We can use any colors we want. I think I'm going to use a light orange and a dark orange.
I want to use these two.
What colors are you using, Madeline?
Light green and dark green.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to switch off colors. One light orange, one dark orange. And you can use a multitude of different colors. Again, your scarf does not have to look like mine. You can change your colors. And we're just filling in our squares with those colors.
Okay.
I'm just finishing up. And I'll use my dark orange for the bottom of my scarf, the pieces that are hanging off, like so. Now I have my scarf done and I'm going to move on to my hat. Again, I think I'm going to use the same colors that I used for my scarf, but feel free to use whatever colors you want.
I'm going to use the same that I used for my scarf.
You're going to use the same ones too?
Mm-hmm.
That looks great so far. And I'll use the dark orange for the top part of my hat.
Mm-hmm. Wait, Mama, did you do pom-pom with me?
I did do a pom-pom. Did you do a pom-pom?
Yeah.
Oh, yes, you did. You did a green pom-pom. I'll have to show yours at the end too.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now I'm filling in my pom-pom. And then I'm going to take a little bit of that dark orange and just put it on the edges of my pom-pom. And then I'm going to take that white oil pastel that I had before, and I'm just going to put a couple of white lines on the side of that to suggest, again, a little highlight on the hat.
Me too.
Okay. What else do we need to add, Madeline?
Maybe the body color?
Okay, so we probably need some buttons, right?
Uh-huh.
Okay, so I think I'm going to use
There's like a ton of black.
black.
There's a ton of black, so maybe we can use the black we want.
Good. Okay, I'm going to put 3 buttons on mine. How many buttons are you going to put on
I'm
yours?
going to add 4.
Okay. And then I'm going to also use that black for my eyes, because a lot of times they say people make snowmen out of coal. And then, of course, I need my carrot nose. So I'll do a nice orange for that nose.
Me too.
And then I'm going to take, again, that white, and I'm just going to put a couple of lines in for my nose. Okay.
Me too.
Excellent. Now I'm going to take that white.
Oh, Mama, yours looks really good. I can see it from over here.
Yours looks great, too. Do you want to use silver because I don't have another white? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So now we're going to outline that snow on each side. And we're going to press really hard at first. And we're going to bring that color on both sides down to the bottom. But we're going to get lighter as we go. So we want to start to put a little less pressure on that oil pastel and bring that color down all the way. And we're just filling in that space to go over the blue.
I broke it.
That's okay. Sometimes oil pastels break because they're very soft crayons.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Now I'm going to bring it all the way down to the bottom, and I'm going to skip over that shadow. You don't want to streak that shadow and make it messy. So you kind of want to work around it.
Mommy, this is fun.
Oh, I'm glad you're having a good time, Ella. I'm having fun with you, too. Okay. Now, again, I'm going to start to move down, and my color will get lighter as we go.
Mm-hmm.
You want to see a little bit of that blue through on the bottom. Be careful as you're pulling that color down not to smear the color. I think I got a little orange on my oil pastel.
Well, that's okay, Mama.
Yeah, that might have been from my carrot nose. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Now let's just add a little more darkness at the top just to get that blend of color as we go down. Make sure my line comes all the way across to the end. Okay. Now I have my snowman. And I forgot to add one thing. I have to go back and I have to add arms. Now I'm going to use stick arms.
Have to go back and
Feel
add
free
my arms.
to add them how you want. Madeline's adding her arms too.
Mm-hmm.
And sticks look different. So
Yeah.
you do it how you want to do. It doesn't have to look exactly like mine.
I I'm adding knobs on mine.
Okay, that's a great idea. And then I'm going to put some big snowflakes in. So there's a trick for big snowflakes.
Yeah.
You're going to do a cross first.
I'm going to get my white pencil.
Would you like half of mine, or you want to use the white pencil?
I want to use the white pencil.
Okay, so grab a white pencil.
I already have it.
Okay. So you make a cross. Then you come and put 2 diagonal lines in. And then half circles.
I already made mine.
Good. Half circles on the ends. And then just a little line in the middle. And you decide how many snowflakes you want to add. That's up to you.
Yeah, that's up to you.
Again, crosses. And then a line in the middle. Maybe you want 3 or 4 big snowflakes, and then we'll put some small ones in as well.
Yeah, and then we'll put some small ones.
Okay. Again, if you have a different way of making snowflakes, you could do it your way too. This is just a suggestion. And now the last thing I want to do is put my snow in.
Yep. Like little balls, right?
Right.
You don't want to make like a big ball. You want to make like little so you can fit as much as you want.
Absolutely. I like a lot of snow.
Me too. So I love snow.
We haven't had any of that this year, any snow.
Yeah, I wish I had some yet.
Me too.
Yeah, I want to build a snowman and play snowball fight.
And that, boys and girls, is our lesson for today. That is my snowman. And if you'd like to see my daughter Madeline's snowman, we'll put it in the picture too.
Yep, I'm almost done.
Okay. Can I share it with everyone?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And that's Madeline's snowman. Pretty awesome too.
Mm-hmm.
Excellent job, Madeline.
Yeah.
Say goodbye to everybody.
Bye.
Goodbye.